On the 2nd of December 2016, in the Column Hall of Kyiv City State Administration, there was held a concert on the occasion of the Independence Day of the Republic of Albania. The event was attended by the Ambassador Extraordinary and Plenipotentiary of the Republic of Albania in Ukraine, Ms. Prasa Kureta, the Honorary Consul of the Republic of Albania in Kharkiv, Mr. Shahin Omarov, representatives of the diplomatic and consular corps, state and local authorities and organizations, the delegation of the Albanian diaspora in Ukraine, honored guests.
After the endless suffering and wars, the great sacrifices for survival as people and as a nation, we made possible the path of freedom and independent development of the country. Albania and our people have advanced a lot in the development and modernization of the country and society. Today Albania is a NATO member and is on its way to achieving the standards of development and modernization of the society and the country in anticipation to the opening of negotiations for the European integration.
This is a truly historic event because for the first time we have the honor to hold an event of this level in Ukraine. I express my gratitude to the head of the Kyiv City State Administration, Mayor of Kyiv, Mr. Vitaly Klitschko, for the opportunities which was provided to us. Albania has overcome a long way to get independence, preserving the sovereignty of the state, its freedom. In recent years, Albania has clearly demonstrated its support for the independence of Ukraine. I want to express my gratitude and appreciation to the Ambassador of Albania, Ms. Kureta, and Minister of Foreign Affairs of Albania, and the entire Albanian nation for the opportunity, honor and responsibility to represent the interests of Albanians in Ukraine to me as an Honorary Consul of the Republic of Albania. A new stage in the business and cultural relations between two countries has begun with the opening of a small part of Albania in Ukraine, the Honorary Consulate of the Republic of Albania in Kharkiv.
And continue with all other activities that have to do with the legal framework, agreements that we have signed, and one of the most important, it was the liberalization of visa for both citizens, Albanians and Ukrainians. And I would say that Albania has done this in a unilateral way for the citizens of Ukraine to visit and Albania to travel there without visas. And now we have an agreement between two countries, and it means that also Albanians is traveling without visa to Ukraine. And this is a very important development because it helps people it facilitates the movement of people, and it means that there are no borders for exchanging in different fields, economy, trade, culture, education, science. So I think that the doors are open.
For 2 years, there have been many events that contributed to the rapprochement of Ukraine and Albania. It is, of course, a trip of Mr. Minister of Ukraine, Minister of Foreign Affairs of Ukraine, Mr. Klimkin, to Tirana, as a result of which was an agreement on the abolishing of visas. Another little look back is, of course, establishment of the Union of Albanians in Ukraine. Now, you and us, we have managed, together with Republic organizations, diaspora organizations, to merge 5 companies into a single roof, Union of Ukrainian Albanians. I think the newly elected chairman will work more actively, and local diaspora will treat him with a trust. Relations between the countries are developing well and on a regular basis, which promotes mutual understanding and cooperation in various fields – agriculture, industry and tourism.
Албания имеет колоссальнейший потенциал, колоссальнейший туристический потенциал, колоссальнейший промышленный потенциал, который будет в будущем реализован, колоссальнейший потенциал действительно сельскохозяйственный. И Украина и Албания просто обязаны развивать свои отношения, развивать взаимовыгодное сотрудничество для того, чтобы действительно...
Kharkiv and Albania are connected by direct charter flight, and in the summertime people fly. And I know how impressed they return, and a lot of nice talks about those days of rest which they had in Albania. Therefore, I'm confident that we will develop our international cooperation. Today we are interested in that, the city of Kharkiv and one of the Albanian towns to be towns partners, twin cities. Today, we, along with the consulate, together with the Embassy of Albania, are working on it. And I am sure that the near future in Kharkiv will also have new twin town, city partner in Albania. An important role in the relations between the countries plays an Albanian community in Ukraine. They are the link between the two peoples and promote the establishment of closer contacts. Albanian diaspora delegation of Odessa and Zaporizhia attended the concert in Kyiv. Especially, these areas are compactly populated by Albanians in Ukraine.
Мы рады, что мы как патриоты Украины, потому что мы граждане Украины.
And we are glad that we as Ukrainian patriots, because we are citizens of Ukraine, but we have an opportunity to talk about our roots, our national Albanian culture. And we are trying to tell about the work of our people, about music, about dance, about the history. And we are very much hope that this creative collaboration will begin a beautiful cultural exchange.
Сейчас, с тем, что открылось у нас консульство Албании,
Now that we opened the consulate of Albania and we had an honorary consul, Mr. Shahin Omarov, we went forward as he helps us a lot, and ambassador of Albania, Ms. Presa Kureta, and we have a very large X in the relations, and we see that we have perspective and in the preservation of our language and culture in the development. The study of Albanian language certainly contributes to the rapprochement of business and culture between Ukraine and Albania. In March 2016, in the village of Karakurt in Odessa region, there was opened an elective class for studying the Albanian language. And in September of this class was opened in Zaporizhia region.
24 вересня цього року, 16-го, у нас відкрився клас.
On September 24 this year, we opened class of Albanian culture. We told about all our work which have been done on organizing this class. We did our best for this, and we met the honorary consul and ambassador, Ms. Presa Kureta, and the consul handed us copies of these books which our children are now studying. This was so great pleasure. All our children wanted to have these books. In order to teach children in Albanian language of their ancestors, diaspora representatives have the opportunity to study the Albanian language in the University of Tirana. Thanks to your efforts, your insistence, that in such short time you have solved such global problems as problems with the study of the native language in Ukraine, the Albanian language. I'm very grateful to you, and I think there will be many trips. Also want to express my great desire to learn the language of my ancestors, and thank you very much.
Мне очень повезло, что я попала в Республику Албанию, в Тиран.
I was very lucky to get to the Republic of Albania to Tirana University, graduated from it, and tried to teach children our language. There are a lot of those who wish it. Children really like, especially high school students, go to class happily. In 2017, I plan to go to study in Tirana, to acquire these skills. Perhaps in the future I will teach one-year-old babies the Albanian language who was born in Ukraine, to let them know their own language, the language of their ancestors. Ukraine is open for cooperation. It has many opportunities and areas of interest to other countries, including cultural area.
Наше общество занимается возрождением и развитием национальной культуры наших.
Our organization is engaged in the revival and development of national culture of our ancestors, our grandmothers and great-grandmothers. We are the sixth generation. The next year we will celebrate 155 years since we settled in the Tavria Prairie, Albanians who migrated by Carthage, coastal seas, and we saved these traditions, rituals. We remember, we saw, and pass it to our children, grandchildren by this way. When honored guests congratulated the Albanians with the national holiday, they sincerely wished the Albanians to strengthen friendly relations and expand cooperation between two countries. I would like to congratulate the Albanians who live in the territory of Ukraine. I want to tell them that the century of independence of Albania for them it's only the beginning. But I think that they feel closer and closer to Albania in the coming years. Concert was attended by national artists of Ukraine, Gurban Abbasov, choreographer, and dance Nelly Supur, winner of international competitions Maria Buchakchiska, folk groups from Albanian diaspora from Zaporizhia and Odessa. Participants of the event were artists from Albania, winners of international competitions and festivals. They were impressed by watching performance of creative teams of Albanians of Ukraine.
The event was really good organized. Maybe for one Albanian event, they have a lot of dancers, singers. We played the concert, but still it was really beautiful. I hope the people enjoyed it.
It was fantastic, really fantastic. At the very beginning, I was very excited, very emotional to see these Ukrainian people dancing the dance from my country, Albania, because I left Albania 26 years ago. So it was really big.
Time has flown rapidly, and the meeting came to an end, but in the hearts of participants of the festival will continue to be concert mood for a long time, which all guests had it without any exception.